I still hear your voice at night. Make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. Cause we could dance the night away. Make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid.
Hey, have you heard about time blindness? Imagine this. You wake up, glance at the clock, 8 a.m. You get dressed, make coffee, check your phone. Everything feels ordinary. Then something feels wrong. You're sure it's Wednesday. You open your calendar and it says Friday. You laugh. Your laptop says Friday. Even your friend walks in and says, "Happy Friday." But inside, you know they're wrong. It feels like someone quietly stole 2 days from your life. Where did they go?
That image is chilling. I think most of us have had small moments like that. Driving home and suddenly realizing you don't remember the last 10 minutes, or a 5-minute wait feeling like an hour. But time blindness takes that fog and makes it stick. It's when your brain struggles to organize the flow of time, so hours or days can feel like they vanished.
Right. The strange part is the clocks keep moving. Your watch ticks. The world advances. But your internal timeline disconnects from the outside world. You remember the morning and the evening, but the middle is a missing chapter. That gap can be terrifying because memories feel real, but their order or spacing doesn't.
So how does this happen? Our brain builds time through many processes: attention, working memory, how we encode events and link them together. If attention drifts or memory encoding is weak, the sense of how long something lasted or when it happened can warp. It's not magic, it's the brain's clock getting noisy.
And it's particularly common in a few conditions. People with ADHD often talk about losing track of time. Depression can slow subjective time. Anxiety can speed it up. Sleep deprivation, certain medications, even intense flow states where you're fully absorbed can all change your sense of time. Neurological events like stroke or brain injury can also cause more severe distortions.
I like that you mentioned flow. When you're completely engaged in something you love, hours can evaporate. That's not always a bad version of time blindness. The worrying kind is when you can't reliably plan, meet appointments, or stitch your days together. You wake up and wonder if the missing hours ever really happened.
Exactly. And the consequences add up. Missed deadlines, frayed relationships, anxiety about lost time. So what can someone do when their internal clock is unreliable? There are practical anchors. Use external reminders like multiple alarms, calendar notifications, and timers that show remaining time. Visual timers or time blocking on a visible planner help your brain see the flow.
Chunking tasks also works. Break the day into clear segments with distinct starts and ends. Create rituals for transitions. A short walk, a song, making tea, so your brain marks boundaries. Mindfulness practice can help too, because it trains attention to the present and reduces those invisible drifts.
Don't forget the basics: sleep, nutrition, and treating underlying conditions. If time blindness shows up with severe memory gaps, confusion, or other neurological signs, get a medical evaluation. For people with ADHD, behavioral strategies and, when appropriate, medication can improve time management by stabilizing attention.
There are tools specifically made for this. Apps that nudge you, time timers that visually count down, shared calendars that keep others in the loop, and simple habits. Logging brief notes about your day, taking photos, or voice memos can rebuild a lost narrative when you look back.
At the heart of it, time blindness reminds us that time isn't just out there on clocks. It's a lived experience crafted by the brain. When that craft falters, life feels disordered. But with awareness, anchors, and the right support, people can rebuild a sense of continuity.
So next time you feel like 2 days disappeared, try a simple experiment. Set a visible timer, take a photo every hour, or tell someone a small snapshot of what you did. Tiny anchors can stitch those missing chapters back into place. Thanks for diving into this with me. It's a gentle, strange reminder of how fragile and fascinating our inner clocks are.
Thanks for listening. If this episode resonated, reach out with your own stories of lost time. We'll be back with more mysteries of the mind on Brain Glitch. Hey, have you ever stopped and wondered where your sense of time actually comes from? The surprising answer: there isn't a single clock inside your brain. No tiny machine quietly counting seconds. Instead, your mind builds time from experiences, memories, attention, and emotions.
Wait, so you mean time is something our brain invents? How does that even work in practice?
Think of memory like footprints along a trail. When something is new or vivid, your brain records lots of details, the sights, the sounds, the feelings. Later, when you look back, that stretch seems long because there are many footprints to follow. When life is repetitive, commuting the same route, scrolling through the same feed, the brain stores fewer unique moments. Days blur together, and suddenly a month feels like it disappeared in seconds.
That explains why childhood summers felt endless, but recent years disappear. Newness equals more memories, which stretch subjective time. Are there studies that back this up?
Yes, neuroscientists tie our experience of time closely to attention and change. When you're deeply focused and flow, hours can vanish. When you're waiting for something, every second sharpens into awareness and drags. Essentially, your brain isn't measuring time itself, it's measuring change. More change can make time feel slower, less change makes it vanish.
So it's less about clocks and more about how much your brain notices. That's kind of beautiful and slightly unnerving. Does that mean some of our life is just an illusion?
Philosophically, yes and no. The world kept moving, the clock never stopped, but what changed was the way your brain recorded the journey. If your internal timeline stores fewer markers, it feels unstable. You don't experience time directly, you experience your brain's interpretation of it.
Okay, practical question. If I want my days to feel fuller, what can I do? Travel more? Do new things?
Exactly. Inject novelty. Learn a new skill, take a different route to work, pay attention to small details, or try mindfulness. Anything that forces your brain to lay down richer memories. Even intentional breaks from routine create those footprints that make weeks look longer when you look back.
So the next time I blink and a month is gone, maybe it wasn't lost. Maybe my brain just didn't leave enough tracks to find it. That's a comforting way to think about it, and also a challenge to notice more.
Exactly. Maybe that's the biggest brain glitch of all. The thing we think is most constant, time, is actually a story our mind tells itself every single second. If you liked this, stick around. Thanks for listening to Brain Glitch, where every mystery begins with a story and ends inside your mind.
See you in the next glitch. After credits teaser. Next time, imagine waking up and seeing your own reflection, but feeling certain that the person in the mirror is not you. Your face is familiar. Your memories exist, but something feels deeply wrong. Who is the person looking back at you? Mirror self-misidentification.
I still hear your voice at night, make me feel alright. Jump right back into my heart. 'Cause we could dance the night away, make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid,